speaking of professionals, Robert and Joel, their production so far, 14 to 22, field goals, 40 points, 12 rebounds.
4 years at $106.5 million, and the Wizards matched it. Beautifully done there.
For Holiday, the two double-figure scores for the Bulls. Holiday with 10 this quarter. Underneath Simmons, and he scores.
He didn't be tall. Joel certainly doing that all the way out in the corner.
Simmons posting.
Time in Indiana, going back to LA, playing in front of family and friends and their old teammates.
Simmons with a nice hook.
A solid offensive first half with 8 stepping onto the floor for Covington as Benson.
Nets struggled from 3 against the Knicks, but Quincy Acee did not. He's been an important factor.
Well, the scouting report right now.
Night and all of that, but maybe a little all-star snub.
Oh, listen, you use any motivation you can. So absolutely, yeah, that just came out last night.
Got contact while he was dribbling.
Got it. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, maybe they let that go. You're right.
They did. Simmons, gorgeous move, and
Sacramento Kings starting to separate themselves.
Oh, by the way, Cauley Stein just a 69% free throw shooter. Garrett Temple now latching on to Simmons, who takes that. Came out of the summertime out of shape. As Sharch is able to.
We're in the ninth spot in the West at 500. He's kept them in the hunt.
Absolutely, he has. Saric gets by a box.
But to mentally not let down after giving up the offensive rebound is a credit to them.
Tough to do.
Nice. Sharch inside where he is.
I thought it was pretty good. I thought we moved the ball. I thought we did a really good job. I thought we had some good looks we didn't make, but for the most part, we shot the ball well in the first quarter.
Obviously, a lot of young talent, Philadelphia. What do you want to see?
Early 11 or 12-point lead,
11.
So it's they played hard. They had a chance.
Saric, good shooter. Can't leave him.
Team now. I mean, you can see the way they play, the way they cater to him. Gone are the pick and rolls that Chris Paul used to have. Now it's give the ball to Blake in the spot he likes it and move out of the way.
A mutual parting of the ways right at the end of the All-Star break as the Sixers have.
Where Simmons is, steely, subtle competitor.
Another deep catch, and Embiid able to put it down.
Ooh, look at you.
Nehru jacket.
Get it to another level with the Nehru.
Nice look inside.
Not quite sure. I asked him about it earlier before in layups, and he just gave me a little laugh. So.
Hunkered down. Wells Fargo Center. The crowd's been held down because of the weather as the Sixers get.
6 years ago, when they were coached by Doug Collins, and then in the playoffs, they beat Chicago in the first round, and beat us foul by.
Here is the alley-oop and a foul before.
After his first 4 years with Boston. By the way, Amir Johnson is back in for Joel Embiid, who steps aside with 11 points. Simmons able to put it in. Triple-double. I expect we're going to rousing ovation from the crowd here. He comes in as Simmons got position. That
Big shot maker, another stretch the defense guy. There's been periods where they've struggled for minutes putting points on the board.
Yeah, he's having a terrific season. Saric.
In life, you want to rope-a-dope a little bit, right, Jack?
Yeah, play a little possum, lay low in the weeds.
And the great Muhammad Ali. You would think, you let J.J.
Actually, it's going to take a long time to heal and may not heal now until the offseason.
When you see the great interior players, whether it's Akeem, whether it's Patrick Ewing, and you examine their arms and their shoulders, Mark, they are riddled.
Team-minute run. Cristiano Felicio, the starting center, is back. Amir Johnson replacing Joel Embiid. Covington gliding in and getting
on the baseline.
T.J. McConnell for the first time in for J.J. Redick. Simmons, I dare say, feasting.
Helping Simmons. That is what Brett Brown would like to see.
Let them run off of the advantage that they've just worked for.
And I don't know what that interpretation is. I understand that if the shot comes late, 500 for his career, making him the 6th active coach once he reaches that plateau to get 500 victories. Simmons now with a 6-7 bullock on him. It's a 3 from Saric. Oh.
Missed maybe 2 or 3 shots in the whole warm-up session. That is tough to do.
He is technically the starting point, but not really.
Not a point. Two guard playing that position.
It's a nice look by Redick, who lasted a 5-game homestand. Sixers 4-0 on the homestand so far as they go right.
A lot of competitive spirit right now.
What'll be a point of emphasis here for your team in this huddle?
Well, let's continue to trust each other. I feel like some of the reason we're missing shots is we're not making the extra.
Adds up, number 21 doing his part to show how the NBA cares.
No doubt, Molly. We thank you so much. The players individually, the teams, and the league collectively. It's a wonderful thing to see. NBA.
Plenty of young kids here, and they've got a terrific young team to watch. It has been a great atmosphere all season long. Watching Embiid, Simmons, and these Sixers. And Embiid steps back, nice soft touch.
Against, let's say this again, they got 40 points against the NBA's best defense, Chris.
Here's Embiid against Baines. Oh, it doesn't matter who you put on him.
Sandwiched between those games, a victory at Madison Square Garden and last night in Denver. They did so without the guy with the ball, Joel Embiid, who promptly drops 2 more.
We see what he can do, and it always, in my eyes, gets back to what level of pressure can you put on their passes. They're willing passes, they're good passes, they run good structure, and to slow it up to make them, they're athletes, they're here at home, they're long, but I'm surprised that it's only a 7-point game, really.
So Darius Thornwell, the rookie from South Carolina, right now anyway, in charge of Ben Simmons. J.J. Redick.
6 of 10 shooting. He's 4 of 8 from 3. Redick's man falls down, but a whistle.
Top, your tablet. I love it. So much fun, guys.
Covington along the baseline. Oh, good.
First, a 4-game roadie for the Sixers, who come in with a 500 record on the road.
Period, basically, right? Because you got 2 weeks into April. The entirety of March.
That's a great look. Shards for a cutting Redick.
That play all happens because of Augustine and his penetration. All of a sudden, Dario has to step up. That leaves him open on base.
Amir is, understandably so, gained the confidence of the coaching staff, especially on the defensive end of the floor. Whatever he gives you on the offense is great.
That's the last time I'm saying it tonight. Wells Fargo Center, a Sunday matinee between the Sixers and the Dallas Mavericks. Last meeting 162 days ago. From beyond the arc, by far career highs for Shabazz Napier.
National champion is one, Mr. Shabazz Napier.
Oh, he was amazing.
Games in a row, rare, let alone it's in the back of his mind what he did here last year, trying to redeem himself.
J.J. Redick, you talk about struggling. Year last year, now with Sacramento.
The Morris twins were there as well. There's some talented players that go through Kansas.
All caught for Jared Bailey.
In the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Jimmy.
By far. They're all the best. Camera, tape. Covington for 3. Got it! Joel Embiid is back. He's in for Dario Saric. Redick, another 3. Got it. Jay Millsap. Redick. His 10th year in the league out of Creighton. Redick. Got it. All cotton for 2. 7 hits the deep deuce. Under a minute now remaining here in what has been a sparkling first quarter for the Sixers as Redick drills the personal fouls now on Embiid, the first Sixer to pick up as many as 2.
With Andre Drummond, we seem to get Whiteside's best, in particular when JoJo's in the lineup.
Here is a visitor, the Sixers, in a classy move, presented him with framed Sixer jersey. Here's Embiid. Wow, the Euro stepper.
Hence the turnover.
Embiid giving it up. Saric, it's for 3. Yeah!